we live?
We are live.
Yes, we are. No one's here yet, so how long does it take? Still, we're live. I think we started late.
Mm-hmm. 10:15.
Late start. Oh, there we go.
We are live.
Yes, we are. ECSports episode 42.
42.
Got the Jackie Robinson episode starting. What do we have today?
Today we got NCAA Payday. I'm pretty excited to talk about this since it's, it's a pretty big deal. Then we have the catch rule that's finally in effect. We don't have to see guys catch the ball and then hit the ground and not catch the ball or whatever's going on.
Yeah.
Then we have Zaza Pachulia. Zaza he's a bitch.
He's a bum. We gotta hashtag that or something. I was playing Dylan in basketball the other day. Because he talks a lot of smack and he's not really good yet. Bum. But he got so mad. That shit was funny. But anyway, and Alonzo Ball is a rapper now. Fuck out of here. And I forgot to tell you.
Is he a rapper? Or is he he's on Apple Music?
Yeah, because anybody can get on Apple Music. My other thing, and I forgot to mention it, is, and it's very weird, we've been picking on this guy, and I'm not going to say unnecessarily, but we've been picking on him. Derrick Rose still hasn't gotten picked up.
That's right.
That's interesting, okay? So let's get it started for our one viewer. I'm just playing. At 10:40, but, everybody's asleep, but that's a good thing about live.
It's all right.
So what we got?
Well, the NCAA.
How the hell does the FBI get involved with this stuff?
Well, because when that much money's going around, the government, they tend to get involved pretty quickly.
But the money is hidden, I thought. I thought it was, under the table.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure it is.
Yeah.
So the FBI gets involved.
So Arizona, for some reason, is being...
they're getting destroyed.
They're getting demolished.
There's going to be a million schools that get destroyed, though, coming up here.
Yeah, because a lot are getting... I saw Duke on there get mentioned.
Oh, yeah. Every school's in trouble.
A lot of schools. Arizona, just for some strange reason. I guess they were actually on wire.
Yeah, they got tapped.
The coach has already taken the game off. They already lost Shaq's son. He's going to UCLA. So that's
no surprise there.
That's a tough situation going on for them because in college, and if you watch all of these guys who are in the NBA now, so they would give 2 ounces of a doo-doo what they say. LeBron said it. Lonzo said it. Yeah. Everybody says it. It's like, hey, everybody got paid. Lonzo's like, everybody getting paid. So
yeah, right.
I don't even see the big deal. LeBron said dudes in high school was getting paid.
Yeah, I mean, I see no big deal in it.
Under the table? So this is the thing with the NCAA.
That's the thing. I mean, they might as well just allow it.
From what I heard, the NCAA is a sanctioning body, which means they are not affiliated with any college. They're a sanctioning body, which means they just make up rules, and the college just sanctions them and says, you know what, NCAA, just follow that rule.
Correct.
Don't you think that's kind of weird?
Yeah.
That they're LeBron called them corrupt. Who else? Everybody just has a lot to say about them.
It's so few and far between of NCAA guys who are getting paid and aren't getting paid. That's the only problem with it right now. When you ride Pine, you don't get paid. When you're as big as the guys who are saying everybody's getting paid, then you're getting paid.
Because the guy at Arizona is supposed to be the number 1 or 2 pick in the draft.
Right.
He's still, regardless of him being ineligible now, whatever the case,
the big man
is going to be, looks like a grown
100
face
100
ass.
G. He is a grown man. He's making 100 G.
Yeah. So, motherfucker look old as, excuse my language.
Listen,
But-
you make 100G, you're pretty grown.
Exactly. Speaking of 100G, you seen that Jordan Embiid post? Mm-hmm. 150. I knew he wasn't gonna get that half milli like LeBron, but
My guy got a check it out on his Instagram.
we got a Joel Embiid
Nice Joel Embiid interview.
and a Ben Simmons.
And a Benny
The
Sims.
Benny Sims, he's one of those guys where
Good
you'll
interviews.
ask a question, he'd be like, "Wow, that answer was super douchey, and you're a douche."
Right.
But I get it; it's kind of funny.
He was a douche, though.
He's kind of a douche.
I read it twice. I
Yeah.
mean, I watched it. I'm sorry. I watched it twice.
His face is douche.
It is.
You know, he's a douche.
Yeah, he's got one of the,
You know, like your boy Kelvin. What's his name? Thompson. Your boy
Clay.
Clay Thompson.
One of
He's
these.
got that.
Nothing matters.
Yeah, you know, we go to Washington. We're not going on White House. We're just
Nothing
gonna help
matters.
some kids.
Nothing
You
matters.
know, do our thing. So I simply asked him, "Hey."
It was kind of funny.
Yeah. Ben, what would you say to a rebuilding team like the Chicago Bulls? Do the face.
Nothing. What did he say? Nothing.
He's like, nothing. Unless I'm on their team. The fuck?
He did do one of those.
We're in the penalty box. by the
Nothing
way.
unless I'm on their
Yeah,
team.
it's like we don't see him. Hi, Vinny. I see you're watching.
I mean, that was a good question.
Yeah.
Especially when you're rebuilding. You ask a guy
You were a rebuilding
who
team.
is a face of a rebuilding team.
Exactly. That's like you've been in 2 years playing one. What's your he's got the stupid face.
I know,
across the lip.
like he's LeBron. You know, like you asked LeBron what it's like to rebuild
Exactly.
when he hasn't done it in 14 seasons.
Yeah.
He did it last year and he didn't even play.
Didn't play a thing. Embiid was an awesome guy. Young.
Seemed pretty cool.
He was. He was very cool.
He answered your question thoroughly too. Respect.
Yeah, I got a nice
Respect, Embiid.
nice long questions when you're in that locker room are huge.
Yeah.
I've gotten a few one-word answers. Shaq. I asked him about Eddie Curry when Eddie Curry was in his prime. Can Eddie Curry be a dominant force in the NBA? Yes.
That meant no.
Exactly. Where's he now?
That meant,
Dwayne
listen, I'm
Wade.
not answering that, but
Hey,
no.
Dwayne. Freddie said, this dude's taking me on the camera. Freddie said this was the worst game you played all year. Do you agree with that? Yep.
What's he gonna say?
Exactly. So, I mean, those one words, they either tickle you, like like I said, the Ben Simmons one was pretty good, but
Right.
he's a douche. But
Yeah,
back
he
to the
seems
NCAA, like even Ben Simmons, that's someone like
Definitely
this is what
paid.
happens, and you can actually see it on like that show if you guys watch it on Netflix, Last Chance U. These guys, whether it's football, basketball, whatever, especially the one and dones, you are psycho crazy if you believe that these college one and dones are staying in school. Ben Simmons left right after the freaking season.
Right.
He didn't.
Last game.
Yeah.
Didn't make
last
the
game,
tourney.
Went to start working out for the NBA.
This guy's got a
Some
horrible
players-
attitude.
Yeah.
Have you seen that video? Have you watched that? That actually, it's a college documentary of Ben Simmons. His work ethic is shit.
Really?
Oh, it's horrible. I actually would have never thought he was going to be good after I watched that before he actually played.
He's a really good player.
Really
But
good.
it sucks when you're a great player, but you're a, dick.
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked about this like 3 or 4 episodes ago. Everybody was naming like, who's that guy that you met was this freaking dick? You said Klay Thompson.
Yeah, the worst.
I forgot who I said, but he's a douche. Oh yeah, Gennaro Pargo.
Really. That guy sucked.
How dare you, Gennaro Pargo, deny me a Gennaro? I go, hey Gennaro, let me get a couple questions. No, not today, man.
Like,
Bro,
people are asking him off.
You're Gennaro Pargo. You should be jumping in front of my freaking camera lens to say something with your goofy... Dude.
He's got
like,
about 5 interviews on
man.
record.
No interviews.
15 years of play, 5 interviews.
Those are the type of dudes that...
He's a goof.
Fucking idiot. So, like we were saying...
Guy's shot. You're
do
better
you-
off not talking to that guy.
Exactly. Do you think it's, like, I don't want to say fair, or if the school screws up,
Right.
a kid like Sharif O'Neal, Shaq's son,
Mm-hmm.
decommits, right?
Yeah.
That's like, is he decommitting because of what's to come? Or is he decommitting because he can see the future? Like, this guy's going to...
I think for many reasons. One, the guy who you would assume the guy who recruited you will be gone.
True.
So that right there, you're behind the 8 ball when the new guy comes in. Because a lot of coaches like to play with what they actually recruit, their own product, which we've talked about before.
Robeson, I remember that, Mike.
And then...
Oh, yeah, you're thinking of his brother, Jeremy Pargo, Mike. Gennaro actually played in the league.
Gennaro was a bum. Shouldn't have played in the
Jeremy
league.
went to our school, I think.
And then the other thing is that you have to take in consideration that there's most likely going to be some, repercussions that aren't going to allow them to be...
So you say repercussions? Because I say repercussions.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure,
I'm just...
I hear you.
Do you say caramel or caramel?
I say caramel.
You say caramel?
But people say caramel.
Somebody, caramel looks like you're oozing caramel over a sundae, whereas caramel, like, I have
it's
a
just in
latte.
in a candy bar.
Yeah, caramel latte.
Right. But then there's going to be serious consequences that could obviously make them un-tournament eligible, or whatever you want to call it.
Un-tournament. I'm sorry, I'm breaking down his grammar.
Un-tournament eligible.
Un-tournament eligible. That is true, because
but
if
then
you have 20, do you really think the NCAA, right?
Right.
Say, is Arizona ranked right now?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so what do? The freaking tournament is coming up. Do you... Because they released it at the inopportune time of right before the NCAA money freaking grab.
Right.
So do these teams just get screwed?
I wouldn't. This year, I wouldn't.
Really? So you have legitimate proof. The coach is already taken off. You got guys decommitting. You still would let them play in the NCAA
but
tournament.
did you notice this, though? The coach has officially not been taken off.
No,
he chose to. He took himself off.
Yeah.
I think this should go in effect after the season. Because here's the thing. They played 30 games already.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
This has all been going on.
All right, but you're cheating. You're a cheater.
But you just played 30 games as a cheater.
What? Yeah. You pull those and you get your butts back to Arizona and live in it. I remember
think that's how it should go?
It's not the kids. Well, some of the kids are still there. You don't know what's going on now. They're getting paid, bro. Like people, they were talking about that. They get a stipend. I think they get about $400 or $500 a month, right?
Right.
They get free meals,
which is shit. But go ahead.
It is.
If that's exactly what they were making, but it ain't.
It's a stipend. They pretty much use their likeness for stuff. It's not fair, and they don't allow you to work at all. So NCAA rules, like I say, they're a sanctioning body. So now you're telling us that a body that doesn't have anything to do with you is controlling all of this, and it just doesn't make sense to me. So, but I personally agree that if you are knowingly breaking the rules, then you're going to get away with it, and it comes out. I think you should be pulled. I don't think you should have the opportunity to win the national championship, because we all know that a field of 64, it's not like the NFL or the NBA. You got your favorites, but we all know what happens in March Madness. That's why they call it that.
I'm going to say that this year is going to be the epitome of March Madness. Mm-hmm. I think this year is going to be the type of year.
There's no team that you're like,
oh no. This is going to be the type of year, realistically, that some crazy ass team makes it to the Elite Eight or Final Four or something.
Because I personally, and I'll say it right now, I don't enjoy college like I used to.
Really?
Because why?
There's
nothing to look for. You don't see. He's young,
right?
I used to be able to get up on Saturday and watch Ray Allen versus Allen Iverson, Rip Hamilton and UConn and Ben Gordon and all of them. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Doing that for 4 years. Now it's like, all right, this kid goes here. You know he's going to the NBA.
I know. Now the best guy we got is Trae Young. He's my height.
Yeah.
And he
weird.
he sucks.
He's not really good. His team's not good.
I'm not into Trae Young. If you guys are into Trae Young,
if you're into Trae Young, I mean,
he's not going to do shit.
No, he's going to be
in the league.
He's going to be, what's that guy? Trajan Langdon. That's what he's going to be.
He'll be lucky if he's
Trajan
him.
Langdon, if he's him, because Trajan had a few years in the league, but the college game is watered down based upon.
It is
all
bad.
of these
This year it's very bad.
It's,
But it's going to make for a good tournament. They're going to make up all this whole bad year is going to be made up in 3 weeks.
We'll see. So,
because I really think that it's just so. I watch so much college basketball because let's face it, when Tuesday night hits, now that they got players only on TNT, it's a bit better.
Well,
I like it.
How often is that though?
It's a lot now. It's every
I
Tuesday.
enjoy Tuesday.
Every Tuesday
Oh,
now.
okay.
Players only on TNT.
Got a Giannis fan.
Giannis
has to win.
That's my boy, Andrea. Andrea, let me tell you this. Giannis is a stud.
Yeah.
However,
He's it.
Giannis is Giannis at the end of every game. And it's not because he chokes. It's because he has no jumper. And if you watch tonight, they were down 2. Final seconds of the game.
Trae Young fan. No, we're not.
Final seconds of the game, he
I don't like his
takes
hair either.
about a 14-foot fadeaway with separation. He's above the guy. It hits back iron on the top half. That's how bad his jump shot's bad.
Yeah.
He will never be great until he can shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Because when they start to figure out that the help side D on the big men to keep him out of the lane against those smaller guards.
Help side what?
Help side D.
Okay.
The D.
The D?
Mhm.
Okay. Help side D.
When they figure that out, he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Because he can't shoot.
They're going to figure it out.
And the problem is when the Bucks got the game on the line, their best shooter, Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton's the best shooter on the Bucks.
Okay.
He's nowhere to be found at the end of the game. He's not the star.
Yeah, Giannis is
The star's got the ball and he can't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows what he's going to do. Me, you, everybody else watching,
Derrick
everybody in
Rose.
the stadium. Who did you just say? The bucket player?
D-Rose.
D-Rose.
Remember that last second shot in Milwaukee? Speaking of Milwaukee?
He's the bucket player. He plays buckets.
No, he got
on Madison.
buckets.
He plays buckets on
Oh,
Madison.
I have another thing with this. I saw a Instagram post
You did.
with Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler,
Mm-hmm.
and Joakim Noah.
That's good.
It had cemetery-type tombstones and Thibodeau standing over them like this. Do you think he is the death of those 3 players?
He does overplay his players, obviously.
I mean, those guys are...
It's no surprise he overplays his players. He overplayed Rose, which he got hurt while overplaying. I think we were up how much in that game when he got hurt against Philly?
18.
18?
With 3 minutes and 28 seconds.
Something stupid. And then the other day you actually sent
Yes, I
me...
did.
You sent me
Tweet.
a
From
tweet.
Nikki Free.
From Nikki Free, who said that who was it? Carl Anthony and Wiggins
Yep.
were in the game
Up. Deuces.
up 20. They were
With 2
still in the
minutes
game
left.
up 20 with 2 minutes to play in Minnesota the other day.
That's
So
Thibodeau.
for whatever reason that Tom Thibodeau feels that he needs to obliterate the other team by leaving
In the
the
regular season.
in the regular season. By leaving the starters in up 20, there's an issue there.
That's his shelf life.
2 of your youngest franchise players are in the game up 20 with 2 minutes to play. Your franchise player at the time, D Rose, MVP, was in the game
Add Luol Deng to that.
up 18, 3 minutes to play.
Where's Luol Deng?
And he's now Rose plays the buckets out on Madison because of it. Luol Deng,
Luol Deng getting a check.
he is.
So,
And he's living that LA life.
I know.
He's a smart man.
but still, like, in reference to playing as a coach, and I think Fred just did the diplomatic answer when they asked him, "What do you say about Jimmy playing when he's in?" Oh, Jimmy wants to be on the floor. You know what I mean? Like Tibbs just has to like they were playing like Phoenix.
That's why
too.
coaches coach and players play.
Yeah, they were playing Phoenix. Why do you have those guys in? I was so angry that day when Derek tore his ACL. I'm not saying it'll never happen, but there was.
Oh.
It was like it's one of those things like Back to the Future. If you saw that movie,
Of course.
like you go back,
Mm-hmm.
or Quantum Leap. You go back and say, Tibbs. You know, you go into Tibbs' body. Hey, Derek, let's go. Joe, put all the bums in.
Right.
Where will we be? The whole unit, everything will be different, bro. Right?
It would be different if Rose never got hurt. But you know what would not be different if Rose never got hurt? His heart. He's got a shit heart.
Wow.
He's got no heart.
Says the guy, once again, that was in the stands.
No heart.
MVP!
No heart.
MVP!
He's got no heart.
You were screaming MVP, though.
In 2012, possibly.
Yeah.
I had the D Rose t-shirt.
Yeah. Now you're saying he never had heart. So you're wearing a guy with no heart on your chest.
At the time, yeah. That was before I knew he had no heart.
Right. I mean,
You know who had heart? Kobe Bryant when he tore his Achilles at 38.
Ooh, yes, he did.
Derrick Rose, no heart.
Kobe tore his
He
Achilles.
couldn't wait to get back on the floor.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying, "Oh, I don't know if I'm too scared. I'm going to
He
sit
was
out.
already talking
I'm going to
about
sit out
working out.
35 games because I'm scared when I'm cleared."
I hate him. See, you know how we are when we get into Derrick Rose.
The heart.
Or I can talk about how I got to make sure my family gets fed.
Really? We're going to go there.
I'm just letting you know.
295 on
His
the
brother and
295 on the dotted line from Adidas. You're going to make sure your family gets it. Okay?
Yeah.
I think they're okay. No matter what happens.
See, he used to have heart. Someone says Derrick Rose.
Yeah, I know.
Derrick Rose used to have
Jimmy
heart.
says he used to have heart, but his brother and B.J. Armstrong ruined him.
It seems
But
like
he
every time
also
Rose comes up, our
he's an
numbers go up.
entitled jerk off who allowed his brother and B.J. Armstrong.
I will not allow. Listen, you have to understand
What?
where he grew up, sheltered
That's fine.
in Inglewood.
That's fine.
All he knows is his brother and his mom.
His brother made every single dollar off of every single thing. He's still getting 70G from Adidas.
Yes, he can.
Listen, you want to give your brother shit, that's cool. I'm cool with that. If I had all that money, I would give my family shit too.
He didn't give him shit. Adidas did. Adidas put him on the payroll.
Yeah, because he worked out a contract where he gets 70G. Then
No,
he
he probably
also
gets six figures.
then he's the manager.
best friend
Then
gets
he's the
70G.
manager. He gets more money
I
from the
just think
Bulls. He
it's-
gets paid by the Bulls. Why?
What does 30
Why?
for 30 say?
Do you think if LeBron had a brother, he would be getting paid by the Cavs?
LeBron has people paid by the Cavs. That's why the Cavs hate him. Do you know, like, when 30 for 30 starts, guys, when it says,
I can't wait
if
for
I
this.
were to tell you
I cannot
that the
I cannot wait for his 30 for 30.
MVP is washing cars at the Turtle Wax, that's what's going to
Delta San 83 in North Ave.
It's never going to be that. The guy makes too much money, but he's going to have a 30 for 30, and I guarantee
can't wait to see
each and every one of the Chicago people are going to watch, because Derrick Rose, regardless of how you feel about him right now, was
A one-year
our
stud.
closest,
1 year stuff.
our closest, that is a good one, 30 for 30, the rose that never blossomed.
Wow, I like that.
I like that. Jimmy, we might have to...
I like that.
Dude,
Hopefully at the
that's-
end they show the bucket players out
you think
on
we
Madison.
can direct that? We could direct that shit.
You think?
We saw his whole fucking career. All we have to do is get Jimmy on for the title.
30 for 30, the rose
I know Inglewood.
that never blossomed. I like
Bro,
that.
We
That
know
sounds
that.
good.
I would love to do that. You know how many? Somebody will buy that, Jim. ESPN will be like, "What you got?"
I like that, Jim. That's good, Jim. The rose that never blossomed.
We can go in Inglewood and talk to his family and see, because there's always one. We can talk to the baby mama. Somebody.
Opening
give
act
us-
of the
yeah.
show, the bucket players on Madison. There's nothing like hearing that when you're walking in the stadium, though, all jokes aside. It gets you pumped.
I ain't got nothing to say about that.
Does it not get you pumped?
Yeah.
Seriously, though.
Ba-ba-da-da.
Oh, you got your tickets in hand and you're walking in for a big game?
Then you stop, drop.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Rose will be out there.
Unfortunately, But yeah, I think that'll be a good idea. Trust me, I'll look into yeah. All right. So what we got next?
I like that. Next is the catch rule. The refs, they decided today that the bucket guys are cold. Yeah, they are. The refs decided today that Des Bryant in 2014, that was a catch.
Yay, and so is the Calvin Johnson.
It took 4 years to figure out that was a catch. It also took 4 years to understand that now that it's a catch, it's completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
Because what's done is done. And
like even with the Zach Miller, like his leg decapitated.
But he dropped it though.
Yeah. Did he?
No. Absolutely not.
Drop that.
Absolutely not.
So luckily for NFL fans and players, that rule is something that has always needed to be fixed, and it's a great thing because now when you're watching, I don't even think that. I mean,
the Calvin Johnson one is the biggest joke of all time.
Hey,
we won.
I know. I can't.
He catches the ball,
confirm or deny that.
Gets up with the ball, throws his hands up to celebrate, drops the ball, throws his hands up again.
I can't.
There was about 15 seconds after he scored what we call a touchdown that they decided it was incomplete.
I can't confirm or deny that that's what happened, but I'm a Bears fan. Sorry.
So am I. But I'm a realist as well. That's bullshit.
At the end of the day, the catch rule is back. We're gonna have a very sophisticated NFL this year.
I can't wait.
To me, I don't like replays because you don't watch stuff in slow-mo. You watch stuff.
With that rule, the slow-mo could be the worst thing of all time. Because when the guy has the ball and they show it in slow-mo, it literally looks like he has the ball.
Yeah.
For 9 steps.
Yeah.
When in reality it takes 2.
And what do they call it? A
football move.
Football.
That's the new.
In motion.
That's the. Sir, I don't know if he made a football move there. I don't know if he caught the ball, turned up the field, took 2 steps, then got down on the ground, took a shit all over himself, then stood back up and dropped the ball.
Ertz, right? That was a football move.
Oh yeah, Ertz did it 5 weeks after Jesse James did it.
You were talking about it.
Jesse James wasn't a catch, but Ertz was a catch. It was in the Super Bowl, huge stage. So of course he made a football move.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, so that's back. We got anything else?
Yeah, it's a brutal rule. Next. Zaza Pachulia. A grade A bum in the league. On the best team in the league.
He is a pasteurized grade A.
So let's just go over this, okay? Steph Curry, superstar. Klay Thompson, all-star. Kevin Durant, superstar.
That is correct.
Draymond Green, all-around player, star, all-star. Zaza Pachulia,
bum.
Absolute bum. We got 4 all-stars and a bum. And then JaVale McGee is his backup, which I don't even want to get into.
He's shacking food. He's shacking food.
He's constantly shacking. He's a habitual offender on shacking.
Have you ever watched like TNT? These are the funniest shit when they're like,
it's the best.
What they do? They
it's
play
the absolute best. EJ's Nito, Saturday night.
When the team is blowing another one out, they play the hard Globetrotter music. But yeah.
Here's the thing about Zaza. If you saw that recent video and you're saying it wasn't intentional, here's what I'm going to tell you. So, there is a video. The guy hooks his foot around the back of his knee, right? Which does, don't get me wrong, it definitely influences a fall. Now, if you continue to watch the video, it's not that he fell on purpose. It's his point of contact he makes when he falls. Okay? So the guy foot wraps his knee, and it takes him off balance, and he's going to fall. Now, he's going to fall towards this part of Russell Westbrook, but then he rolls the other way and drops on his
There you
legs.
go.
And drops on his legs.
Nothing touched him to fall.
He, in no way, shape, or form, did he try to avoid the contact. He didn't try to go over. He didn't try to, roll maybe towards the chest area, which is less likely to get injured when you fall on somebody's legs. When you're 6'11", when you fall on someone's legs.
6'11" of bum.
Absolute bum. He's an absolute bum.
I can't believe
he looks like Frankenstein. He's so ugly.
He gotten zero. What is that I'm looking for?
I know.
No
nothing.
punishment.
No punishment. No fine. No suspension.
I guarantee he's gonna get demolished somehow, some way by someone.
The crazy thing is, this isn't the first time he's doing things like this.
No. He's been doing it. He did it with LeBron. He does it. He's like their enforcer guy. He just does stuff. That's how he's in the league.
Enforcer.
Guys.
That guy couldn't kick the shit out of his own pants. Enforcer.
Guys on a team need a guy like Zaza Pachulia.
Yeah. They need him to come off the bench in the 5 slot.
Yeah.
This guy's he's racking up rings as a starter. That's why I keep stressing that the only way to beat the Warriors is to pound the rock inside. It's the only way. Who was going to guard? Tell me who was going to guard a dominant center on the Warriors.
Exactly.
Okay, you got Pachulia.
Yeah.
You got an undersized 4 who does not.
McGee.
Then you got Javel off the bench.
Uh-huh.
They got nobody.
Damn, that is true.
I know.
That's why Joel Embiid he would do whatever he wants to them, bro.
Andre. Is that your boy?
Yeah.
Andre. We are on Tuesdays at 9:30. Tonight we were a little late. We apologize. We are on Tuesdays at 9:30. However, now we are switching. We are switching to Thursdays at 9:30. Yeah. Every Thursday at 9:30.
Andre, basketball is talked about every show.
We love basketball. We love all sports.
We love all sports. We love hockey. Go hockey.
And we implement a lot of our interviews with the Bulls and other players into the show as well. So we tend to, we veer off into basketball quite a bit. And it's basketball season. It's heating up.
And baseball will be coming. So we go around the whole array of sports, but we always try to factor in basketball, and we actually listen to our clientele.
We do.
With what you guys want to hear too.
We do.
So we're moving to Thursdays. We always try to tell you guys ahead of time.
We apologize for the late start tonight. Yeah. Our schedules have been pretty brutal
during the day,
which is actually detrimental to our viewing.
Yeah, we talked about the NCAA violations earlier in the show, but obviously I hate NCAA, and so does he. Basically, the NCAA is a sham.
It's a business.
It's a business, but he thinks that the team should go on and play. I personally believe otherwise.
You don't think they should get paid?
I said I don't think they should be able to play moving forward after.
Oh, right, Arizona.
I do believe they should get some type of pay. But with that being said, I really think, and I might be going on a limb here, everybody is so set on Golden State just winning. Yeah. I really like what Houston is doing.
You think they're going to win, though? You think they're finally going to get over the hump? Because I like what they do every regular season.
Who?
Houston.
Oh, do you? Because you were bashing them.
I don't personally like them. I'm saying the way they play, I will not disagree.
You said Chris Paul was going to ruin the team. Didn't you?
I didn't say he was going to ruin the team. I said I don't think he was much of an upgrade from Patrick Beverley.
You still feel that way?
No. Because he hasn't gotten hurt, which is unlike him.
True.
Right.
And Patrick Beverley did.
Correct.
And
which is unlike him.
Played all year.
Correct. So the tables have turned there.
I just think
however, I'm not a big Rockets guy. I don't like the Rockets. I never have. However, back when T-Mac played, I liked them. Okay. However, I won't disagree that they are good. They've been good every year.
Don't you understand?
For regular season.
Do you think that the road is going to be very, very treacherous? I don't think they're going to do what they did last year.
Oh, who?
Golden State.
When they just run through everybody and go 15-1 or whatever?
Happening.
Not going to happen.
Listen, guys, you got who? You want to name one? I'll name one. Go ahead. Who they got to go through in the playoffs?
Oh, they got to go through, the Rockets.
Spurs.
And there's going to be, I don't care what anybody says, how bad they're playing right now.
Come on, Trey. You got the Spurs, you got OKC, you got the Rockets.
OKC, I don't care how they're playing. In the playoffs, they're going to be deadly. They're going to be deadly. And guess what? Look at, here, can we pull up the standings?
He said cakewalk.
Let's pull up the standings in the West.
He said cakewalk in the West.
I want to do the Western Conference standings here.
Schefter.
Let's go to the shaft. How do I get to it?
Go to NBA. Is this ESPN? Only work with ESPN.
ESPN, here you go, sir.
All right.
Back it up.
Andre said they're going to have a cakewalk in the playoffs. What do you
I disagree.
Oh.
And Andre's, he's dogging you for bringing up the Spurs, and I don't think that's a bad move at all to bring up the Spurs because the Spurs are extremely efficient as always. They're also the best coach team in the league. And I'm going to be honest with you.
Without their best
player. Right now.
Run it.
They're fourth without their best player.
I forgot about Minnesota.
However, the Denver Nuggets are the 8th seed, and they are even dangerous. I'm not saying they're not gonna beat the War. I mean, they're gonna give the Warriors games.
He's saying we're talking about just the season.
Okay, Oklahoma City in the 7th seed.
Portland
in the 6th, who always plays Golden State tough. Whether they win or lose, they always play them tough. It's always close.
Hey, all I gotta say is outside of 8th.
Then New Orleans is gonna fall, but they're 5th and. Nobody's playing better than Davis right now. Last night he was out of control. Then obviously the Spurs, Minnesota, when they get Jimmy will be back. Golden State, Houston.
Outside of 8, I don't want to be in the West playoffs. The East, I'm telling you right now, everybody, if I'm number 2, I don't want to play Philadelphia.
No shot.
Boston, I don't want to play Philly.
Boston-Philly rivalry.
Bro. That's going to be
I hope it stays just like this.
Ugh. Or what if Philly falls to 8? Philly can take out number 1. This is season, but if Philly goes to 8 and they got to play Toronto, if Philly stays away from Cleveland.
Cleveland's begging they get that 3 seed that they're in.
I mean, everything's so close right now outside of 2. But if Cleveland stays where they are and Philly gets anybody but Cleveland, including Washington, okay.
Cleveland would love to if the season ended now, they would love to play Milwaukee. They would kill them. They would kill them.
Yeah, it's happening. So the
kill
NBA is...
again, 0 shooting down the stretch for Milwaukee.
We're already in March, so the playoffs are coming in strong.
And then Miami's the 8th seed.
You who? Miami's 8th? Ugh.
They're horrible.
Boo-boo.
Horrible.
And then you got the... where are they? Oh, there they are. They're Chicago.
Right where we want to see them.
Yep.
Dropping down the ladder.
2 games out of last, which is Atlanta, 18-43.
Why don't you go ahead and cheers me for those 20 wins and a free meal at Steak 48?
Yeah,
and that's all that she wrote.
We got to go because I'm tired of it. We just got to get that meal in.
We're going to get that meal in.
Yeah, we're going to get the meal in, and we're going to show you guys, record it as soon as this guy's ready, you know.
Let's get into Lonzo Ball. He's a point guard / owner of Big Baller Brand /
shoes are amazing.
The shoes are unbelievably
amazing.
They're ugly for $400.
Ugly.
For $400, you could get the same look-alike pair over at Walmart.
Yeah.
$19.99
plus tax.
Don't
forget about the tax.
Right. It's about $22.
Yeah.
But he's also a rapper now.
Really? You got a verse for him?
You want to hear a verse?
Sure, why not?
Hold on. Let's go to the Schefter, because I would love for you guys to hear it.
We are not licensing any of the... What are you supposed to say? We don't own any of this music.
Yeah, we don't own this music. However, I do own...
I told him he to the Lakers. I'm gonna speak it into existence.
Hold on a minute.
Listen to the story, not just how it's told. Yelling, he the devil, but yeah, you the one who sold your soul.
Big gangster now.
Never turn
Wow.
He's a gangster.
This song's called Born to Ball.
No, this song's called Lavar
Oh, I'm sorry.
on the Born to Ball soundtrack. We'll go on. We'll go ahead and we'll play one more.
He has a LeVar song. Okay.
Oh, Get Off. This one's called Get Off.
Hot beat.
Except for when they lose, and then I gotta keep it moving. People asking what I'm doing. Money combos keep it flowing. Claiming you all what you cracking up. I'm with your girl when she back it up. Pass me the sticks and I'm acting up. Knock it out and she tells it's tapping up. Do it for fans and they clap it up.
Lonzo Ball's a gangster now. From the mean streets.
Of San something. Yeah. Pick my balls brand.
Lonzo is... Listen, Lonzo, you grew up in a 6,000 square foot house in California, probably over $2 million. He's on here rapping like a gangster. Is he shot?
Yeah, super. With the big baller brand name on.
We're talking about a guy who I was in the locker room with 3 weeks ago. He was eating Giordano's like he just got out of San Quentin. Okay? He was taking boxes home on the flight. He was taking boxes of pizza home on the flight.
Personal pan.
Hey yo, Joe.
sausage.
Hey yo, Joe, grab some of them extra boxes. This pizza's good, bro.
Stupid ass.
4 slice, the mini pizzas he was taking.
4 big baller brand joggers, you know. Velour. Those terrible ass shoes. But
He had the Balenciaga ones that go into your upper, they sock up into your upper ankle.
plantar fasciata. Is that what it's called?
The Balenciagas that go up your shin, they protect the shin.
We're going to get our ass kicked by the big baller brand. We better stop. All right, guys. So that's episode 42. We're going to see you guys next week. We got anything else?
Next week, I'm going to be honest. Next week, we are going to have. Why did that do that? Oh, there we go. Next week, we are going to have some fire on Thursday night at 9:30. Keep in mind, we've been on Tuesdays at 9:30, and we apologize.
We're gonna spread it on our page throughout the week, so you guys remember.
Yeah, we're gonna spread it.
We're gonna actually try to start at 9:30.
We're gonna be at 9:30.
Yeah.
Because
we'll have our producer too.
Because we went tonight way too late and we screwed up the whole schedule. And I know I promised some of you that we'd be on, and we weren't on at the right time.
Yeah. So, what do you call it?
Oh, you want to go over the TV schedule
Yeah.
quickly here?
Yeah. The TV? Yeah,
Yeah.
we're on TV every week. Actually, I'm gonna start pumping it out so there's an episode every day.
Correct.
I'm gonna send 8. We're trying to catch up with our episodes now because we're at 42. I think on TV we're on 18. If you guys haven't seen our earlier shows,
And we're gonna pump those out so we're completely caught up.
yeah, and then we'll be ready for that. And then we'll keep you guys updated on our live shows as well as our podcast on iTunes and all of that good stuff.
On the Spreaker app, if you're on, if you're an Android green type texter,
Yeah.
then you could hit us up on Spreaker.
Android. Nice. All right, guys. Have a good night.